Fine. You know what? Fine. I'll just get back in the goddamn rowboat. Jesus Christ. Yes, it's that time again. And it's time for Hatters to potato around in a boat. And as you can see, I am really going to hit it hard in the Ognevoi. The new tier 6 destroyer I've just picked up. I'm trying to grind out the line because I like the look of these new destroyers. Now, I've switched this screen to show you the setup I've got. So this is actually a pretty base model. I've only got the expanded range. There you can see my consumables. I just have the advanced repair there. Those are my skills that I have on the commander. Just to give you some idea again. And those are the flags I'm carrying to give me a bit of a boost. So you can see I want to boost my commander big time. So, starting straight into the game, I am bottom tier. This is quite a heavy tier 8 and 7 game. And you can see me straight there going, I seem to be outgunned. This is actually the second time I ever played the Ognevoi. And what I became acutely aware of quite quickly is that this thing's a bit of a beast, going straight at people and putting torpedoes in their face, which, as you all know from my latest few videos, I really enjoy doing. Now, the torpedoes are very, very short range, so you do need to get damn close. Probably a bit too close. 4 kilometers is pretty damn close. I've actually got the basic ones, so they go 65 knots, so I haven't even upgraded them yet. What I've decided to do is the team says AB. I'm like, well, I'm the closest destroyer to B, being one of only 2. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to go B, I'm going to use this island in the middle, and I'm going to hope that none of their destroyers go in the open either to my east or west here. I'm hoping that they're doing exactly the same their side, and I'm going to hope that their team do what most teams do, which is realise that there's quite a big presence here and shift off behind the large island over this one in front of me. So the one in sort of, is that E4, E5 area. So we spot an Akazuki because the carrier is actually backing me up here, which is very, very good indeed, because now I know what's coming. You can see their 2 battleships are heading down towards A, and their cruisers seem to be turning off behind the island as stated, so this is ideal. The Akazuki is not a great ship to fight close quarters, especially not with the torpedoes I'm armed with, especially as he's fired his. So I just want to make it clear that this is not necessarily a video to follow. This is just me actually potatoing around, doing the thing, but it's doing something that really should not be done, but making it work out of God knows how. It should not have worked. I should not be doing what I'm doing here. It's just too risky. You can see straight away we're contesting the cap, but neither of us are actually getting anything. All the planes around me just got shot down, which is ideal timing, and I'm just going to go at his smoke. His entire enemy team could be right in front of me, which is not what you want. And you can see there that not very far away there's a cruiser just hiding behind that island ready to pop out. I see the enemy Akazuki. He probably shits himself as I fire my torpedoes. He's got none. I barely even fire my guns. I get one shot off before I think, oh no, I've actually got this guy. I kill him, I get the first blood and the devastating strike, and I think, oh, I can just rob his smoke, no big deal. I quickly get myself in the smoke. The Mogami's trying to target me, but now I'm hidden. And so I've just struck someone at, what was that, like 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers, and completely got away with it. I lost all of about 2,000 health. So I'm going to continue to cap B. Unfortunately his smoke's disappearing, so I'm going to try and disappear, but in fact I'm going to put my own smoke. I'm spotted by planes there, very briefly. Now I've put my own smoke, I'm going to do the Russian destroyer thing. I'm just going to bang HE rounds at everyone. I believe I have DE on this ship. I don't have the flags unfortunately, but yeah, I'm just going to pound some rounds at people, do some damage with the guns, because the guns are pretty good on Russian destroyers. Scharnhorst in the distance there, he turns away knowing that there's some necky little destroyer hanging out in B, and I'm just going to pump rounds at him and hopefully set him on fire. So the armor piercing on this boat, I'm told, is actually pretty good, and I've not really used it, so maybe I need to start practicing at that. But the HE, I can tell, is pretty damn good. This is a tier 7 battleship, and I'm not doing a great deal, but when I hit the right spots, I'm doing a little bit to him. And there we have a fire. He turns away more. I think he's taking quite a pounding from the rest of the team, and by the looks of things, he puts the fire out. So now I'm not getting any damage from the fire. I'm still plugging away at him because I want to keep doing damage. I want to set him on fire again. So I'm not doing, you know, thronging amounts of damage in this ship, but I'm doing enough to... Oh, and there's another fire. So now he's actually going to stay on fire. Something I always forget about Russian destroyers, being used to high tiers, particularly the Fletcher. Their smoke is terrible. Or it's certainly not as good as I'm used to. I'm used to American smoke, which you pop it and you're in there for 2 minutes. Easy. Whereas Russian smoke, not so much. You might get a minute or so out of it, depending on how you go about it. It's not bad smoke, it's certainly not as bad as the German smoke, but it's no American smoke. Unfortunately here, I get caught short by the Molotov there, who's the cruiser that was hiding me directly behind the island. I do a poo and need to get out of here. I'm trying not to fire to go dark. I'm hoping he doesn't hit me again, but unfortunately he does, and he takes me down to half health, which is pretty good, well played by him. Managing to get out of the way like that as well. He didn't actually take any hits from anyone on our team, so maybe he could have stayed out a bit longer and tried to take me out. But, you know, he did a pretty good job scaring me off. And you can see by the fact that B's now a diamond as opposed to a square, it's being capped again. So there's another sneaky destroyer got in behind me. Now I have some battleship backup on my right here. I have a Dunkirk of France, and I have another battleship which I can't see right now just to my southeast. I see the smoke and I just decided to rinse and repeat. I think, you know what, sod it. It worked the first time, why wouldn't it work again? So instead of doing what normal people do and just torping the smoke and staying at a safe range, especially with half health, waiting for the battleships to spot him, I think, no, I'm just going to go there. I'm just going to do this. Now, an enemy destroyer does pop up there, but he gives the game away, this guy, that there is someone else in the smoke. I thought, oh, it might be him, and I can't really engage from there. But no, there really is a destroyer right in front of me. One of the battleships absolutely smashes that destroyer. Wanted to swear there, I won't. And here he comes. The Sims appears right in front of me. He does exactly the same as the other guy. He doesn't know what to do. He fires at me, granted, but he starts accelerating forward. I've already taken that into account. I fire my torpedoes, he fires his. He forgets how fast I am and just does nothing. I obliterate him for a second devastating strike. And considering I only had half health, he didn't actually do that much to me. I think he got one volley off, and so that's 2 destroyers I've killed with dev strikes. The other one you can see sinking in the background there, so the 2 battleships did pretty good work. Torpedoes on the way, but I think he just gets away with it. The second ship, the Mogami, which really should have seen them because they were fired at me ages ago, doesn't quite manage to dodge them, but there we go. So Hadders has got away with it twice, charging people's smokes right in front of their faces and torpedoing them at point blank range. Because the torpedoes are so damn fast, there's no way they can really dodge them, and when they're sitting still like they were in both cases and trying to accelerate, they're never going to accelerate fast enough to be able to turn out the way. So Hadders gets away with it twice. We're now 8 minutes into the game. I've done 46,000 damage, which, you know, it's not anything mega impressive, but 2 of those are pure destroyer kills, all health, which is, when it comes to XP and WTR, massive. That is a lot of damage, because I've outright killed a pair of destroyers. So I've effectively 100%ed 2 ships, which is great, and one of them was a higher tier. In fact, both of them were higher tiers than me, I believe. So that's great for my XP. So this is why it's going to be a bit of an XP haul game here. Great for my commander, who I'm trying to train up. So a first blood and 2 devastating strikes. I see a pair of ships on the minimap there. I see how close they are, and I think, you know what? I reckon I can get away with this again. That Molotov who shot me up earlier, I'm thinking I can edge up on him and get revenge. I see that C is being capped, so there can't be anyone to my right, so I'm safe there. There doesn't seem to be anyone directly to my west. The Molotov is definitely coming up behind this island, and he is already pretty damn close. So Hadders being Hadders, getting all beef up in people's grill, I think I really probably can do this, and this time I don't think it's going to go well for me, but I reckon I can get away with it. So I come round the corner, absolutely balls deep, and I wait for the Molotov. There's a Scharnhorst there, there's the Molotov, they're damn fast, so I know he's going to get quick. I target him, I pop my torpedoes away. He's definitely going to kill me at this range. And bang, he absolutely slams me. I set him on fire somehow, and there's the torpedoes. You see how fast they are, there's nothing he can do, and he's dead. The third devastating strike, and it's just a flesh wound. For 3 devastating strikes in one game, a first blood and a flesh wound, just under 75,000 damage. Again, not the most impressive numbers, not the biggest thing out there, but you saw how ridiculous that was, just charging people's smokes at point blank range, and in the last case a Molotov at point blank range, and getting away with it until the end there. Definitely worth it, would have done it again, and would do it every time. I love getting close to people and just unnervingly firing torpedoes right in front of them, because everyone knows at that point, even if you kill me, there's nothing you can do, you're dead. And so as long as you can get rid of bigger boats than yourself, it's worth it. So I'm just going to do a bit of camera work here for the rest of the team. That was a superb drop by our carrier on the Scharnhorst there. He manages to get 2 decent hits. He just misses out on 3, and he nearly kills him. We've got all 3 caps, secured them all at once, and there's only 3 enemy ships left. So, I mean, it's pretty much game over, but we're going to watch the rest out anyway. Enemy Mogami here, I think he's rage quit. Just by the fact that he sat still there, on fire, not really moving, not really trying. Although the fires go out, I'm guessing that could have been just a time thing though. Yeah, he's rage quit, he's gone. I think he's had enough. That or he's, dropped out, sometimes happens. Carrier drops the Scharnhorst again. Scharnhorst is already reacting luckily this time, but he's definitely going to catch a 1 there. Which he does. So he's not looking in a very fine state, and he is getting shot to hell by everything else. So that's him gonna die any second now. Is that? No? Yeah, HE fires, so he's dead. Now the last enemy left is the carrier, who was doing some pretty good work. Their carrier, he seems to be striking people pretty hard. He's sending out his strike packages and doing his thing. But unfortunately he's doing that classic enemy running away for no reason. They are down to 49 points, which means they barely capped anything, being pointed down like that. So their carrier is actually facing our team here, which is unusual. He's still striking away, and look at this guy. Just the amount of bombs this guy gets dropped on him is insane. And he's saying in chat there about all the bombers. That is a lot of fires, and that is a fair old drop on that guy. That's definitely 3, it might even be 4, but it's definitely looking like 3 there. And by the looks of things, I think he's going to burn to death. I'm asking him, do you have repair? Do you have can you sort this out? Can you damage control party it? He's like, no. So we all know it's over. So unfortunately, he dies, which is fair play by the carrier there. He extends the game briefly, although I don't think he's going to get his aircraft away again in time. And he gets himself a kill right at the end there. So, fair enough. I get a beautiful shot of the carrier trying to run away here, but look at those points ticking up. It's ticking up fast, so we're 955, or about 964 up to 89. So yeah, I mean, this game's just, it's not anything special, it's not anything, but I just thought it was good fun. Showing what you can do when you're mucking around and the enemy team allows it, sort of lets you get away with it. The enemy carrier there isn't going to die, he's actually going to get away with it. You can see all the rounds bouncing off the armour, and that's game. A quick rattle through my final results then. 518,000 credits, 9,688 experience. Some half decent little medals there. I love the triple devastating strike. Just under 75,000 damage, and you can see the vast majority of it was done by torpedoes. Moving on to the next screen, I came top with just over 2,500 experience, which I'm told by a couple of members of the clan that's actually pretty impressive for a lowish tier destroyer. You can see the enemy carrier there that survived did pretty well with their bad economy, coming second, so fair play to him. Onto this screen you can see the breakdown of all my damage there. So you can see I outright did all of my damage effectively to the first 3 vessels, and a little bit to the Scharnhorst there with fires, a tiny bit to the Megami when I shot a couple of rounds at him, but predominantly, as you saw, it was all about dem torpedoes. The final screen then, you can see the breakdown and everything here, so that's a decent amount of credits for such a low tier destroyer, and the main thing for me there is the amount of experience I got and that captain XP at 24,500, so I'm really happy with that game and with training my new commander. All that's left to do then is wrap it up. I just wanted to say I really appreciate all the feedback I'm getting lately. It's really encouraging to see how much some of you are enjoying the videos, and I appreciate you writing, even if it's just to say thanks. It's great, and I would appreciate more feedback as well, to say if I'm doing anything wrong or correct me as you always do. It's great to see that you guys are engaged, and as I say, I really appreciate all the comments and the views, so thank you very much. So I've been Hadders, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all soon.